Oh, good. I was just taking my IFB out so I can talk to you guys.
Oh,
I don't want to start talking to 3 people. I get a lot of voices in my head as it is.
Oh, no.
Do I even need to introduce Miss Sharna Burgess, Loris, and Derek Fisher? We are not happy to see you.
I'm actually really devastated that I'm looking at you right now, Ginger, and I love your face.
Thank you. Obviously, Dancing with the Stars, this season, much like the season I was on, I feel like there are a lot of good dancers. And at the end of the day, that's a difficult part of the show, is that when you've got people around you who are all kind of advancing like you, you're like, well, I guess it doesn't really. What else can you do, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling this morning?
Confused.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to be here,
Yeah.
but still very thankful to be here. I mean, anything that you've done in life where you get to come and sit down on Good Morning America is still pretty good. So,
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
So yeah, we're figuring out what time it is, and
That flight
make this
is
work.
not fun. I did it a lot, and I'm sorry.
Might find some more coffee in a second, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's good. So, and I know last night I said if you're gonna do it, that is a great story to be able to get out there. And I bawled like everybody else because I have a son who's just 1.5, and I have another baby on the way. And I think being a parent, the one thing that is the most frightening is to have your child have something wrong, and to be able to see her in the crowd break down. And then I was like, oh, I was crying before it even happened because I knew she was, but then to see her little face when you went over there, that had to be so intense.
Yeah, it was very intense. That was the hardest part of the night. And, it just kind of crystallized, what the journey has been on the show.
Yeah.
How fun it is, how engaging it is, but also how revealing it can be, and how challenging it can be as well.
And isn't that odd? I don't know if you didn't dance before, I'm assuming. I don't remember that in your story. So, and for me, I think that you really start to realize how much dance is an expression. I mean, we know that, but you feel it, right?
As you're communicating through the dance, essentially, and I think that a dance like the one we did last night was an opportunity, even though it was our last one, it was still an opportunity to communicate to the world how important Tatum is to me, but also just how important it is for all of us to have a love and a care for someone outside of ourselves that is greater than sometimes the love we have, for our own person.
And she's going to have that forever to look back on. And, like, you can think that way, I guess. It's like, oh, man, it's week 4. I didn't want to leave. But you got week 4 in.
Right.
And you got to do that. And you got to tell the story.
That's what I said to Derek, at the end of the day, years down the track, you and Tatum will have this beautiful memory to look back on. And you won't think about the scores, you won't worry about when you went home. You might not even remember who won the season, but you will remember that moment, and that will be there forever for you to go back to. And it was really the first time I think Tatum was seeing her story. She's only 11. She's still trying to understand it, and it was such an incredible way for her to see how much Dad loves her and sort of start to learn what that was about and what she actually went through.
Because many of us, I think, until I became a parent, I couldn't begin to understand what a parent feels, or that love, you can't understand it until it's there. But that type of little insight, you're right, Sharna, does help her with perspective, because I think that's one thing, and at her age, that's such a great age to get that perspective, right?
Absolutely.
Of the joys of life, of the, we all need that. That's what the show's so great about.
Yeah. A lot of what she experienced, she was not of an age to fully understand it, and definitely not able to articulate what she was feeling at that time. So I think in some ways the show last night and the experience of being there for her, even though it seemed emotional and in some ways painful, I think it will be helpful and healing for her as it was for me to express that and let that out.
A little lighter, but before you guys have to go, what is the one dance you wish he could have gotten in? Because you think he would have been great at it.
Oh my goodness.
The type, the style, because that was always kind of like, oh, I know I didn't get to do the cha-cha, I didn't get to, so I always think like that.
What I'm sad that we didn't get to do, and even though last night was an emotional one, it was more of a celebratory dance. We never got to do a Viennese waltz or a contemporary or a rumba, something to show the other emotional side of Derek.
Yeah.
Everything was always upbeat, fun, energetic, or the paso doble.
Right.
And I feel like you actually would have been amazing at that because he's so deep.
Yes.
There's so much going on in this man over here. And he's so wonderful, and I think we only got to see part of his personality.
Right.
That is
That
where
is
I
the
was
hard
like,
part.
dang it.
Because you only get a minute 15.
Yes.
Like, this is what I've got.
To be honest, next week we were supposed to be Hercules and Meg,
To Disney.
and to go the distance, and that was unreal.
I would not have had a sweater on. That's for sure.
Well, you can still do that. You can be
And
watching.
still turn up shirtless. That's fine.
So Sharna and Derek coming up on the show. Don't miss it. They've got to run. They've got to tease.
We do. We're on now.